Hello all, and welcome to this edition of Arachnids in the News. Our first story is from January 19th, 2022. The headline reads, "Scientists find spider-killing worm and name it after Jeff Daniels." American actor Jeff Daniels has had a long and storied career on television, cinema, and theater, and has been lauded with many awards and accolades for his iconic performances. But now he has achieved a feat that no other actor has ever been fortunate enough to claim before, having a parasitic tarantula-killing worm named after him. These worms are a type of nematode, also known as roundworms, of which there are over 25,000 different species and which are among the most abundant and numerous types of animals that exist on Earth. A prior study in Europe saw nematodes on tarantulas before, but they only studied the worms themselves, not the worms while they were in the spider. But in September 2019, a new attempt was made to study the worms after a tarantula breeder reached out to University of California Riverside parasitologist Adler Dillman to identify a strange infection that had wormed its way into their tarantulas. These arachnids were spotted having a strange white mass around their mouths, something Dillman immediately recognized as nematodes. But the infection didn't stop there. The tarantulas infested with Jeff Daniels-C nematodes would stop eating, walk around on tiptoe, and the limbs controlling their fangs lost functionality. The actor has participated in a number of performances over the years, such as Pleasantville, Dumb and Dumber, Looper, The Looming Tower, and The Newsroom, just to name a few. But also included among his long filmography is the 1990 horror comedy Arachnophobia, a film about a town beset by an invasion of spiders. Jeff Daniels, playing the role of Dr. Ross Jennings, is the stalwart protagonist who fights these vicious eight-legged invaders. In other words, he was a spider killer, just like the nematodes that now bear his name. Our next story is from January 13th, 2022. The headline reads, "Huge pink-toed tarantula found by stunned passengers on board London train." The pink-toed tarantula is usually found in its native habitat of the rainforest in South America. But one of the arachnids was discovered arriving at London Bridge Station last Friday afternoon. The critter measured 3.5 centimeters in size, was sitting in a clear plastic box, and is believed to have been abandoned by its owner in the carriage. Shocked passengers contacted the RSPCA, who took the animal to specialists at South Essex Wildlife Hospital. Animal Rescue Officer Matt Hawkins said passengers got more than they bargained for when they spotted this little guy on the train. Thankfully, passengers alerted staff, who kept him safe in their office until I could arrive to collect him. Matt Hawkins added, "Anyone thinking of getting any kind of pet should do lots of research first, using expert sources to ensure that the species is right for them and that they can properly meet their needs." And our final story of the night is from January 24th, 2022. The headline reads, "Woman is left horrified after biting into a hard exotic spider while eating a McDonald's wrap and vows to never buy another takeaway again." Kate Moss, 21, unsuspectingly ordered a chicken and bacon wrap, chips, and 99p burger from McDonald's for her lunch on Just Eat on Wednesday. However, after munching her way through around 3/4 of the wrap, the mum from Winsford, Cheshire, claims to have bitten into something so hard. She says she was horrified to see an exotic-looking spider that she had never seen before, leaving her to believe it was not from the UK. The care assistant says she has been offered a refund and replacement voucher, but has vowed never to eat at the fast food chain again, and so does not plan to use it. McDonald's has apologized and is now investigating the chewed-up item to establish what it is and how it got in Kate's food. Initially, suspicion has fallen on a bag of fresh lettuce. "I was 3/4 of the way through it and I felt something hard in my mouth. At first, I thought it was the end of a tomato, so I pulled it out and at first I thought it was just part of the chicken, but when I looked closer, I thought it was a crab, then realized it was a spider. I spat the rest out, but I had bitten into it. I was disgusted, just felt like throwing up. It was all curled up. I don't think the spider was from the UK because I've never seen a spider like that before. It was some kind of exotic spider. Katie said, "I'm traumatized by it. I'm paranoid as well. I examine everything I eat now, including things I've cooked, and it's put me off all takeaways." Katie claims she immediately called the Winsford branch and was offered a replacement meal and a refund. But the mom of two was dissatisfied after vowing never to eat at the restaurant again. They got back to me saying they couldn't come to a conclusion on how the spider got in the wrap. Who in their right mind would put a spider in a wrap? I'm not going to eat there again, so a voucher isn't much good to me. I want proper compensation. A McDonald's spokesperson said, "Food safety is of the utmost importance to us. We place great emphasis on quality control, following rigorous standards to avoid any imperfections. So we are sorry to hear of this customer's experience." As soon as this was brought to the attention of the restaurant, the customer was apologized to and offered both a refund and replacement meal. The customer has also returned the item in question, which will enable us to investigate further. We understand the customer has been liaising with our customer service team too, who are helping to find a resolution. Well, reading this story makes me glad I don't eat at McDonald's. How about you guys? Thank you for joining us for this edition of Arachnids in the News. As always, the links will be in the description below if you would like to read the articles for yourself. And we'll see you next time, Spiderlings.